Okay, this is sort of the second in my series of just like rock bottom guitars, price wise, that you could get. And this one is one called a Main Street Guitar Company. You can see it here on the headstock. And so I bought this through Instrument Alley. I also bought the Oscar Schmidt Stratocaster through Instrument Alley also. Both of them were roughly the same price. This one may have been actually $1 or so cheaper. So maybe like 98 bucks or something like that. So pretty decent looking guitar. I mean, it's got that blacky sort of look that Eric Clapton, like an Eric Clapton type Strat. Maple neck, which is really nice. I mean, it actually feels great. It's a satin finish. I'm just going to go ahead and play a little bit on it, then we'll talk about it. So I'm in the bridge position here now. Everything's dialed forward. I am playing through the Vox VT20X, and I'm playing the Deluxe Clean. That does sound quite like a Strat. Let's go to the second position here. Let's go to the middle position, or the center, or the middle pickup here. Let's go to the between the neck and the middle pickup. Let's go to the neck position. Let's put it on the boutique sound, which is one of my favorites on the Vox. Front pickup with some gain on it sounds pretty nice. And so I'll go back to another clean sound. Let's go to a tweed sound here. As with all Strats, you really don't have a tone control on your back because it's wired just like a regular Strat. If you go here, you do, of course, have your tone adjustment here. So what can I tell you about this guitar? Well, I'm actually quite impressed with it. This guitar, I haven't played with showed you the tremolo on it or the vibrato bar. It's okay. Tuners are okay, not so great. Neck is really nice. Again, let's try the tremolo here while we're at it. Does not go backward at all. Again, the block, like on the previous Oscar Schmidt version that I had reviewed, the block it's not routed for going backward, and it probably could be done that way, but I don't know. I'd have to do some work on it. Right now, it's just for diving. But it seems to stay in tune pretty well. Although these do not seem to be as good as some of the other lower price guitars. I've noticed it going out a good little bit. So what do I really think about this guitar? Well, I have to say, tuners could be better. Of course, you know, they would be. They stay in tune okay, just not as good as the Oscar Schmidt Strat that I had previously reviewed. I don't know what the difference in them is, but again, you know, you can dial it in pretty good for a while. You just have to kind of keep checking. I'm pretty hard on the guitar. I stretch the strings a lot. I do use the vibrato bar a bit. I have to say the neck is fantastic. That is for $100, and you can see it's kind of an oddly they kind of chose the wood strangely, but it's super comfortable. That is a nice feel for the neck, and it was pretty easy to set up. I didn't have to truss it out of the box. The neck was pretty good. I did drop the action just a little bit. It suits my style now, which might be just a little higher than most people would like. But me, I kind of like to actually feel the strings pretty well. It could be set up lower. It was not, there's no danger of any of the frets topping out. Again, for $100, the fret work feels superb. I'll try to get a little bit of a close-up there so you can see. I'm using a couple of GoPros to shoot this. But there is no jaggies or anything. There's nothing to hurt your fingers, or I don't feel a thing as I play it. So great job whoever did the fret work for $100. I like the paint finish. It's a very lightweight Strat. I don't know what this body's made out of, but it's one of the lightest Strats I've played. I almost feel like it would be hollow body, but I know it's not. I've not dug into it again. I've not tried to go in and see what kind of hardware's there, but everything functions. The knobs, and they just, I hear again, I've quickly reviewed the Oscar Schmidt Strat a while ago. They're a little gritty, the knobs are. These are really smooth. I mean, as you turn them, it just feels nice. I think the pickups do sound about probably 85 to 90% like a Stratocaster. And depending on how you set your amp again with your tone controls and everything, do your presets on whatever amp you're using or whatever pedal board you're using, you'll be able to get a nice Strat sound out of this. for less than $100. So I got this again through Instrument Alley. Let me say this about Instrument Alley. A lot of people give them crap online and say that it takes forever to get your guitars from them. Sometimes they don't ever get their guitars. I've ordered probably 3 or 4 times from them. I have always eventually gotten my guitars. Sometimes they are placed on order, and they'll send you a message and tell you that it's been back ordered, and it'll be a while before you get it. But I think I probably waited 3 months for these guitars to come. But then they came, and they came packaged well. No problems with them at all. So as I say, good sounding pickups, nice fretwork, nice size frets, really nice neck. Tremolo, it's what it is, man. It's probably the cheapest one you can possibly get. Would I go out and jam with my buddies with this? Yes, I would. Would I gig with this? I'd take my Strats, my real Strats out first. I would, so, but could you? Yes, I think so. I think the number one thing I think I'd change first would just be get some tuners, the hip shots for like $50. You put those on there, and then you got $150 Strat that's probably cheaper than anything else you could play, and it sounds pretty dang great. No downside that I'm seeing. It doesn't have the cutout in the back. So the truss rod is just set inside. Of course, you can see you got the 2-ply neck there. It's a piece of maple, I guess, on top of a piece of maple, and that's how they put the truss rod in. But it's a decent, good-looking guitar and plays really well for less than $100. This one, if I were to rate this guitar playability, I would say this is about an 8.5 or 9. It doesn't play as good. I don't know, 8.5 probably. It doesn't play as well as my Strat, but the neck radius is similar to a Strat. The scale is the same as a Strat. Pickups, pretty decent. I got to say probably 7.5 on that. You could definitely improve the pickups. The switching and the tones and everything sound really well. I think it's superior to the Oscar Schmidt that I've reviewed. And like I say, tuners are the main thing I would change on this guitar. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.